Hello, Jeff Core. So you're going back from the EG8. What was going on there?
Well, thank you, Genevieve. It's nice to be here. The EG8 was an attempt, a successful attempt of President Sarkozy to put digital issues on the agenda at the G8, which meets the day after the EG8 in Deauville. So this was a two-day summit of leaders of the digital world to address a wide variety of issues, create recommendations, which are then presented to the G8.
So was it successful?
It was successful. Of course, there were so many ideas, but there were some basic principles of universal access to broadband, that government regulation should be light, that the government should do no harm where Internet's concerned. And it was successful in getting those messages to the G8. It remains to be seen what the G8 will do with them.
So now let's talk about trends, because you're the king of trends in interactive
I
fields.
look at trends.
Well, he buries newspaper will disappear in 5 years.
Not news, but newspapers.
Yes, Facebook will diminish in 5 years' time too.
But we're being replaced by other communities. So social networking is a permanent change coming from technology. But which player, we've seen the rise and fall of GeoCities, the rise and fall of Friendster, the rise and fall of MySpace, and I think we'll see the rise and fall of Facebook, and I think that's a healthy process.
Yes, what about FOMO?
FOMO is an abbreviation we use in the US for our English, talking about why teenagers spend so much time on Twitter and social networks. And what FOMO is a social trend of teenagers. It's fear of missing out, fear that things are happening and you don't know. So one of the reasons that they spend so much time is to know what's happening among their friends, to not miss out. And fear of missing out's a human condition.
So you're a big fan of location-based advertising?
I'm a big face of targeted advertising. I think it's better for the advertiser. I think it's better for the consumer, but there are privacy concerns that really have to be addressed. If I don't want you to know my location, I should be able to conceal that or turn it off. I want to know what information you're collecting from me and what you're going to do with it. And if you're going to learn all these things about me, I want to be compensated. I want to be given something for that information.
And brands are more important than ever?
People think brand diminishes in digital. I think it becomes more important, because the problem with digital is there's too much of everything. There's too much stuff, because it's not being created just by professionals anymore, but by amateurs. And what brands do, brands stand out, because generally they're associated with quality and reliability, but they stand out. And I think the need to be able to stand out and to be able to rely on things you know when they're surrounded by so much you don't know is compelling. I think it's a good time to be a brand. But brands now have relationships with their customers. There are people who friend brands. We're trying to figure out what that means. But yes, brand is very important.
Thank you.